I ain't going near a priest after watching this movie.
This is not just Boston, it's the whole country, it's the whole world.
They knew, and they let it happen. It could have been you, it could have been me, it could have been any of us.
Spotlight! This film is based on a true story. It's about a small department of the newspaper who is trying to track down this incident that has been happening for quite some time. This story is about priests molesting innocent children in America. Department of newspaper trying to track down more and more, and then turns out that there are more cases happening in America. And then slowly, the more they research, the more stuff that it happens. So this department of newspaper called Spotlight, the more they track down, the more they discover even darker. So they are trying to establish that there are tons of priests in America trying to molest children, which is, to be honest, is a shocking thing. First and foremost, that this film won the Best Picture for the Academy Awards. And I totally agree that this film really does deserve the Academy Award. I was mind blown watching this film. When it came out of cinema, I wasn't that interested watching it in the theater. While I was watching in my own TV, I was like, it blew my mind. This film was well done, the story was well told, the acting were good, and then the impact on the true story is very, very strong. There's so many elements that I like about this film. First of all, there's no action at all. Don't even think about action at all. I love the dialogues. The dialogues were mature, and then you really think of it. And then the story was so impactful that really makes you think that what happened if you were the victim? You were the victim of a priest molester. The story was so intense, at the same time it's very, very well told, to the point that to be honest, I was really focusing on every second of the movie. I want to talk about the actors. You have Michael Keaton, who was great. Then you had Lee Schreiber. He is the one who impresses me the most in this film. As in, I always see him like very, very action kind of guy, but this time he played a very, very serious tone because he's playing as a new editor in a newspaper company. So then the role that he played is very, very special. I've never seen Lee Schreiber playing these kind of characters. Then you have Mark Ruffalo. I gotta say, Mark Ruffalo is really, really good in this film. There's one particular scene where he really bursts out. That's where he really shines. My gosh, Mark Ruffalo played very well. Rachel McAdams played well as well. And then Stanley Tucci played well as well. Everyone outperformed themselves in this film. But sadly, none of them won because that year, Leonardo DiCaprio really deserved the Academy Award for the Best Actor. I really do not know how to say much about this film because this film is really great. I overheard that my colleagues, they are saying that this film was boring, but when I watched it, honestly, I like it a lot, to the point that it became my #1 film right next to Hateful Eight. Hateful Eight is my best film of 2015, which is, Spotlight is right next to it. This film is so intense in terms of storytelling, as in like the climax of the film is really building up to the point you want to know what's happening next. I really have to like listen to their conversation and see what they are going to do. What I'm impressed about this film is that this group of people in the Spotlight department, they really did put a lot of efforts into research on this to the point it made into a public announcement. So these are the people who are the hero. They are just journalism who really save the world. This also shows that journalists have a lot of power even in terms of influencing or just public announcement, because they have the power. They can tell everyone what is going on with the world. And then the struggle with the journalism, that the source they have to pick up is really, really hard. They have to pick up the source from lawyers or any other source that might have been kept privately or whatever. To the point is that it's very difficult, and once they receive this kind of resources, they will do it properly, then they will publish out for the whole world to see, which is amazing. Journalism has a lot of power when it comes to influencing people. Then talk about the priest molesting kids. To be honest, the more as the film goes on, I feel disgusted. I'm like, God, seriously? There's so many priests out there that is molesting kids. My God, you guys, What? And this is based on a true story. What? Are you guys that horny? Of course, to some of my Christian friends who is watching this, I hope this film doesn't offend you, but it's more of a true, because this is based on a true story, so I hope that you all will be beware of what you are doing, or sooner or later you will be one of the victims as well. So you have to be really careful what you are doing. So I hope that this film really is a public announcement for you all. So I find that this film is really excellent in terms of why. Because this group of people in Spotlight who published this news around the world, but they were not recognized well. So the film was created on behalf of these people, Spotlight, announcing this news. So it's like three layers. First you have news, then you have the Spotlight publishing news, then you have a movie about the Spotlight that is publishing the news. So all in all, you really have to thank this director who tell the story, so that our generation of people should know this kind of situation that's happening right now. Thank you, Spotlight, that you really did a very good service. This film was very intense. The dialogues were great, the actors were great, intensity of the film was great, impact was great as well. So this is like one of those movies that I enjoy a lot, like Zero Dark 30, where it's educational, it's very impactful, and a well written story. So I really do enjoy this kind of film. So I'm gonna rate this film a 10 out of 10. So what do you guys think about the movie? So if you like it or you don't like it, just comment down below about the movie, and then press the subscribe button to see more, and press maybe one of these links to see more of my movie reviews. And I'll see you all next time.